Hello everyone, just a quick video to show you how to use this mural template. So basically I will add this recording on the template, so it will be at the top right here. The other link is just the background done in mural, so basically this background, because this is just a screenshot kind of, so that it's less heavy for the mural, but I put the link of the original one. So if I just double click, you will see this is just the background, but with the real mural asset, shape and everything that you can customize furthermore if you wish. You can move the things. This is a template, so first you will have to create mural from template, put in your workspace, and then you can play with it. But it's only if you are comfortable with, like, basically you should, once you create a mural, you would have to save as PNG, then you would have to resize because it's too big. Then you can use a tool such as remove background to take off this part, the top, because after there's a special sky that I created for the workshop. But anyway, if you're interested and you already know how to do, it's fine. Otherwise, stick to the main mural, I would say. So what you can do with this template, so here you can put the title of your session, or you can rearrange it if you want, but just there's a basic placeholder for the title. You have sky, so basically there are 4 skies, sky from the morning to the evening. So if I just click, I press delete, you can see the different atmosphere, right? Now I can control Z to go back to the morning. To do this, you should lock the real background and not lock, or you can also lock the sky, just you unlock, right click and delete. So let's say I'm going to lock this one, and I'm going to shift select the 4 backgrounds that are one in front of each other. Sorry, I'm going to lock, and then I could just right click in the sky, unlock, delete. It works as well. It will be easier, otherwise some participant might move the sky, who knows. Okay, so now that you know this, this is a template that you can use. Basically it's around the storytelling of, or the analogy, visual metaphor, how you prefer, of hiking, climbing, kind of as a team, you know, like, I don't know how to say in English, but basically you have people, there's a rope holding everyone, and you try to move together. So it uses this analogy, and so you have this you can customize, like this is just to make the map style a bit. You can unlock everything, and then if you want to move the steps, you can just move everything and so on. It's a half responsive only, anyway, because for my workshop I had, I think, 8 steps maybe, so I put 8 across a bit everywhere with a line, just to make it easier to follow. Okay, for the navigation, so as you saw, you have the red lines, red dot and the cross, and you have also an outline already prepared with these areas. Of course, if you want to change them, just move them or rename or delete, or customize it as you want. Okay, so yeah, my tip is to use like a half transparent kind of squares. Like if you check here, it's the middle one, transparency kind of 1, 2, 3, starting from the left in the basic colors, so that you can see there's a space, there is something, an activity. It's a kind of a placeholder also, but it's not too heavy in terms of color and contrast. So yeah, that's what I use, but you can also change it. You have a place for title and instruction and timer, and you can edit the timer. This is an example of an activity that you could do in breakout room, so you just have different lodge to represent place for the teams, so they could be all in the same URL in breakout room in Zoom, for example. You could provide an example of what you would like them to do. There's a second activity in breakout with the campfire as well. Use it also as you want. You can also move this exercise and put it somewhere else, or delete, of course. I included 2 moodometer, one at the beginning, one at the end. The idea, oops, so be careful when you use, some stuff are not locked yet. This one, for example, you should lock. I might lock it before I share. So this moodometer, basically you could ask the people, let's say this is me, And I would say I'm here, for example, I'm feeling so at the beginning of the workshop, and let's say everyone is like I don't know, let's say it's like that, right? Oops. Let's say it's like that. So maybe after at the facilitator you can also play here, and you can just say, okay, I think everyone is getting excited by the workshop, so it should be more or less here. If everyone is low at the beginning, you could say, okay, I'm feeling that for the moment people are maybe not so excited, so let's try to keep this in mind and to do our best for the session or whatsoever, you know. Then you have an agenda. You can edit your activities in the time if needed. And first thing, actually the adventure starts here. I put a little kind of icebreaker, quite basic. You can ask the people to add on a circle, on a sticky, their name, for example, or even better if they add their picture, but maybe you don't have time or they don't have a rounded picture. So in most cases you can just use sticky with their name. You can even customize with some icons like this hat. And you can see also they can have fun with their avatar and change the color of their clothes if they want, for example. It can be as basic as that. You could try even to group the avatar after and ask them to move their avatar, why not? You could also add stickies on the side, ask them a few questions like, I don't know, how do you feel today, what did you do this morning, what about the project you are working on, whatsoever, and they could answer and share. It's a bit up to you to see how you want to use this place, but this would be the kind of icebreaker, and maybe even use the avatar later on to move to the activity. Yeah, so I made also this kind of icon and title that you can put everywhere on the map to represent a break. For example, I use it like 10 minutes break, so we are on the way, we stop here 10 minutes. Then if we go to the mountain, this is kind of the top of the mountain, or at least a part. So you could say something like, okay, now we have to tackle this big thing. It's like attacking the top of the mountain, so let's try together to reach our goals. Maybe it's a bit hard, you have clouds with storm, thunder, yeti, whatsoever. Maybe you have a problem. Now you decide to go a bit in the valley to relax close to the lake, something like that, for example. Then you can try again to climb another mountain, and maybe this time you succeed. You can see how you want to use. If you don't like these little icons everywhere, just edit the link and recreate the background if you can. Otherwise you can even just put like a big sticky on it to hide maybe with the color of the sky, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so space for activities, space for breakouts, space for everyone together. At the end also another odometer to check again how people are feeling. Yeah, basically a template. And you can play how you want with it. If you make something nice, please share and tag me in LinkedIn. I would love to see what happened. Thanks for your time, and I hope you will enjoy this template.